Hi guys, welcome back. I have another tea empties video for you guys. I have quite a few tea empties since my last video, quite a few, and a lot of these are representative of tins that I had to empty and refill in order to stock up to where I feel comfortable having a comfortable amount of tea to drink in each of my tins. And it's a really crappy, gloomy, muggy day. So I'm sitting here with a cup of David's organic breakfast blend, it's good anytime, any day, any time of the year. In my personal opinion, I love this tea so much. And these double-walled mugs keep the tea really hot. So I have tea empties to go through with you guys, and then I have some product recommendations for the fall. So stick around in the end if you want some beauty product recommendations for the fall. I hope you guys have been doing great. I hope you are enjoying your teas. So grab some tea and let's talk about some empties. So I'm just going to go through this pile randomly. I'm just going to pick what I have right in front of me. So a package of Grand Cru matcha, which I drink a lot of. I talk about this tea all the time. It is a wonderful matcha. It's very creamy. It's very versatile. You can ice this. You can drink it hot. I made this the other day. It's just a plain hot matcha. But I did add a tiny splash of almond milk creamer to it, and it was vanilla flavored almond milk creamer, and it was really delicious. I had never made a matcha that way before, but it was really, really good, and it gave me that perfect boost of energy that I needed to make it through a dinner date at my mother's with the family, of course. And next we have salted caramel pancakes. This was a Dessert by Deb sample that Deb sent me, and this was really good. I drank through this little sample bag with Chris, and we really enjoyed this one. This is a really nice tea. We drank this hot, and then we made this as a latte, and it was really good too. Both ways, excellent tea. I think I'll repurchase that at some point. It's in my tea journal as a repurchase, but haven't gotten around to repurchasing yet. I got a sample packet of matcha. It doesn't really say. It just said it was a matcha sample pack from David's Tea, and this was one of them that happened to be in the sample pack. This is vanilla matcha. I went through the entire thing. I really should get a tin of vanilla matcha, but I don't drink it as much as I drink the other flavors, so I haven't really gotten around to getting a tin of vanilla matcha yet, but I will. Very cherry. This was one of my summer samples in my David's Tea subscription box, which I love to get so much. This is a great tea. I love very cherry. I love it hot. I love it iced, and I love it as a cold brew. So just have to be careful how long you steep it for, how long you're cold brewing, but I love that tea. Lemon Cayenne Cleanse. This is not one of my favorite teas, I'm not going to lie. I love the idea of the tea, but every time I brew this, it has like a weird chemical taste to it, and it might be just my tea maybe was exposed to a little too much air, maybe it oxidized a bit. I don't know, but it's just not, this tea just doesn't do it for me. If anybody would like to purchase some unopened bags of Lemon Cayenne Cleanse, feel free to reach out. I will be happy to send mine to you free of charge. Organic Cream of Earl Grey matcha, another one from my matcha set. This is a nice one. I don't really love this. I really prefer the plain Earl Grey matcha as opposed to the cream of Earl Grey matcha, but this isn't bad. There's a time and a place for all matchas, in my personal opinion. Next, we have Bai Hao Yinzen, a really nice white tea from David's Tea. This is just a beautiful, basic silver needle, silver tip white tea, and it's very good. It's a very mild flavor. It's got a tiny bit of like kind of have to search for the flavors in here, but it's got a very nice apricot note, peach note to it. It's very good. I love this tea on a weekend, on a lazy Saturday afternoon. It's a perfect tea to serve if you have guests over, guests that happen to like white tea. This is a great one. I love it. My mom loves it. Everybody that I know who I've served this to really likes it a lot. And it's very high in antioxidants and high in caffeine. So watch out once you've drank a nice big cup of that Bai Hao Yinzhen. A digestif. I go through this tea quite a bit. Stacy from As the Tea Brews got me into this tea. It's a wonderful herbal, and it really does help to ease those tummy troubles. We'll go through the ingredients really quickly on this one. Organic apple mint, organic ginger, organic fennel, peppermint, orange peel, natural mango and peppermint flavoring. This is a really great tea. I love it. I don't think I will ever get sick of that. Organic David's Breakfast Blend. So I got this sample of breakfast teas from David's. There was a lot of great teas in there. Jumpy Monkey, Vanilla Cappuccino, Coffee Puer I think was in there. Some really nice teas. So this is a great set of breakfast teas. I will try to put a link to this particular sampler in the description if you want to take a peek. And I believe if it's still on the site that it's on sale. It was when I purchased. Coconut milk oolong. Probably one of my favorite teas of all time. Absolutely one of my top 3, no question. This is an amazing tea. Bird and Blend has some really, really great teas, and I have tried them in the past, and it's one of those things where you take a few sips of it and you're like, I can't live without this in my collection, and this is no exception. This tea is awesome. It has this wonderful flavor that you just drink through. It's just happiness in a cup. I don't know how else to put it. The coconut, the milk oolong, every flavor, every note is a complete joy. Every sip from the first until the last is a complete and utter joy. It's a great tea. If you've not tried it and you like oolongs, give this a shot. It's wonderful. T2. So I got a sampler pack from T2, and it was, you could pick 6 different teas, and I picked all black teas because I've heard some really great things about the ones that I chose. So these are the ones that I've drank through already, and I made lattes out of these, and I made plain black teas. So we have Melbourne Breakfast, which was amazing. Creme Brulee, which was excellent as a latte and a hot tea. I loved that one. And New York Breakfast. All really great teas. I would repurchase these for sure, especially the Melbourne Breakfast. That was so good. And I have to say, I have to give a shout out to Teas by Danny, because Melbourne Breakfast was one of the teas that she highly recommended on one of her videos. And had it not been for Danny and a few other people, a few other tea tubers, maybe I think Tea with Jan and Stephanie from Tea Leaf Project, I believe, has talked about Melbourne Breakfast as well, and I just wanted to thank them, especially Teas by Danny, for recommending T2, because it's a brand I may not have ever tried if I hadn't watched their videos and seen their reviews and watched their opinions. Breathless. This is a wonderful tea from August Uncommon Teas. The description is a boozy black tea with white chocolate and prune. This is a really interesting tea, and it doesn't sound really great, but once you sip this tea and try it, it's great. I've reordered this a few times. It's a really nice tea, and I highly recommend it. Breathless from August Uncommon. Another one of my favorites from August Uncommon is Passage. It's a black tea with hazelnut, and it is one of the best hazelnut teas I've ever had. If you like hazelnut or hazelnut chocolate, give Passage a try. Zest Wishes. Oh, this is such a great oolong. It's spicy, it's citrusy, it's a great tea, and it's on sale on the David's Tea site right now, I believe. It was for a while, and it was really inexpensive. It was like around $5 for a 2-ounce bag, and for an oolong tea, that's a pretty damn good price. I'm not even going to try to lie. Cinnamon and orange zest. That's how it's described, and it's a really cute little bag. David's Tea launched their holiday teas in last year, so I hope they'll continue using the same cute packaging for their holiday teas this year. I love Zest Wishes, and it's just a great tea. It's a nice kind of wake up tea in the morning. It's got low caffeine, but it'll definitely get you going. It'll definitely give you a little pep in your step if you don't want too much. And some mornings that's just what you need. Oh, this is such a great tea. I just reordered this one too. Oxford, comma. I wrote reorder on this one because it's such a good tea. Oh, excuse me. Baby issues. Sorry guys, we have a few more interruptions before the day is through, but that's okay. We're going to get through this pile here. Oxford, comma. This is a really interesting blend. This is Sri Lankan black tea, Chinese pu'er tea, Japanese hojicha green tea, ginkgo biloba, and natural flavoring. This is an amazing tea. I don't know how to describe it. It's just really, really good. If you ever get a chance to give it a try, it's called Oxford, comma. And I believe this is listed under the black teas on Bird & Blend's site. Organic Shirley Temple. I love this tea. This is a fun blend. It's delicious. It's got a nice orangey kind of berry note to it. It's got orange currants, organic currants, organic apple, organic hibiscus, organic rose hips, organic orange pieces, organic elderberries, and natural orange soda cherry flavoring. This is a great tea. I love it iced. I've only ever had it iced, and if you have any opinions on this tea, let me know, because I've never seen anybody else review Shirley Temple. Maybe David's Tea Reviews has, but I haven't looked it up yet, so I don't know. Coffee pu'er. Bird & Blend has a coffee pu'er. I wanted to see how it compared to David's Teas, and it's really good. It doesn't have the almond flavoring, which is fine. It's still a really great coffee pu'er tea, and I love it. High caffeine. How could you not love it? Bird & Blend's Bristol Breeze. This is a great, great tea. Chinese Chunmei green tea, freeze-dried apple, freeze-dried blackberry, blackberry leaves, and natural flavoring. I love this tea. I have made this hot and iced, and it's really good. David's Organic Detox. This tea is awesome. I read a blog about it on the David's Tea website, and they recommended that you drink this before going to the gym as an iced tea. And once I noticed how much rooibos tea was in it, I thought that would be a great idea. So I cold brewed this, and I took it to the gym, and it was a great gym partner as far as iced teas go. So I would highly recommend this one. This is organic rooibos, fair trade certified, organic sencha green tea, lemongrass, ginger, juniper berries, ginkgo biloba leaves, and natural lemon flavoring. This tea is so awesome and has a really interesting kind of herbal flavor. It's very good. I highly recommend. Morning Detox from David's Tea. I love this tea as well. This is a really nice mate tea. It's very gentle on your stomach in the morning if you have some tummy issues. It's also a moderate caffeine, so it will wake you up nicely and give you a nice boost of energy. This is green tea, turmeric, ginger, orange peel, carrot, rose hip peel, lemongrass, peppermint, rose pepper, moringa leaves, green mate, black pepper, apple cider vinegar powder, and natural mint and lemon flavoring, and marigold blossoms. I cannot live without this in my collection, and I am very seriously thinking about buying a 10-ounce tin and filling it with Morning Detox. It's that good. I went through an entire tin of this in about 3 weeks, so that says a lot. I drink quite a bit of that tea. Speaking of great morning blends, we have Morning Kick from Bird & Blend. This tea is another mate, and it is awesome. I've been on, speaking of morning kicks, I've been on a mate kick for the last few months, and this is one of my favorites. Bird & Blend makes some really cool mate teas, and this one is so awesome. Amazonian charged yerba mate tea with lemon and ginger to put a zing in your day. It's so good. You can see lemon balm in this. This tea is so wonderful. I just want to smell the bag. I haven't reordered this, but I really need to make an order because this is so good. Oh, I love this tea. It's a really, it's a very herbal tasting and herbal flavored tea, but you'll see there's a great taste seal on this, which means everybody that has tried it for the most part has really liked the flavor. And it's very good if you like those herbal tasting teas, you'll love that. Organic Lemon Lullaby. I went through this tea and I keep forgetting about how great it is, and I really should do a reorder on it. I just haven't gotten around to it. There are so many other teas that I prefer over this one, but this is a really nice lemon tea. If you like lemon and you like something that's going to kind of ease you down at the end of the day, this is a really nice one. And it's a rooibos, so there's no caffeine, and it'll put you beautifully to sleep and hydrate you, which is a plus. And this one is maple matcha. This was in my little maple, my matcha pack. So I think these were the cozy matchas, I want to say. But maple matcha is so good, hot or iced. I love it iced in the summertime, and in the winter, having a hot cup of maple matcha is fantastic. With a tiny bit of frothed milk, you're good to go. Another David's Detox. Blueberry almond streusel from Dessert by Deb. This tea is so good as a latte, and it's really good as just a straight tea with nothing in it. It's a really, really good tea, and all of her teas are so luxurious and so good. These are some Bird and Blend samples that I got. Tropical Sunset Tea, which is really good. Monsoon Forest Trinity Tea. Tropical Sunset contains green tea, black tea, dried mango, dried papaya, passion fruit flavor, rose, and jasmine. I loved this tea, and I did drink all of it as an iced tea this past summer. I believe this was in my June Sips by box, and I loved it. I've had this one for a while, and I just did not want to part with it because it was so good. And this is Sips by Steep Society. In Morocco, mint tea is the traditional drink of friendship and hospitality. The Steep Society invites you to join us in sharing a cup of this fresh, bright blend with a sharp spearmint flavor. Add sugar for a sweet afternoon break, ideally shared with your best tea friends. Ingredients are simply green tea and spearmint. This is an awesome Moroccan mint. I love it, and I would absolutely repurchase this if I needed a good mint tea. Your Botanical Friend. This is another tea from my Sips by box. I believe I got this in my March subscription. And this is called Stomach Soother. It's a medium caffeine blend, and it contained pu'er tea, ginger, peppermint, cornflower petals, and marigold petals. I loved this tea, and I believe I went on the site to get it, and it was out when I tried to get it. So I'm going to have to try another repurchase on this because I forgot how much I really loved this tea until this very moment. So I'm going to set that one aside, try to reorder it after I finish this video. Strawberry Kiwi Capri. I really liked this, and this is in my basket for my next David's Tea purchase. This is an awesome tea. I made that specifically as an iced tea, so I just want to let folks know that, yeah, that was an iced tea, and I've never tried it hot, so I don't know what it tastes like as a hot tea. Walnut Fudge Brownie. This is such a good tea. Oh my gosh, I love this tea. Plain with a tiny bit of honey, or maybe agave, or maybe a little tiny bit of vanilla almond milk or oat milk, whatever you fancy. This is such a great tea. I love it. Hot chocolate. This is a pu'er tea from David's Tea. Some people really don't care for it. It's a little stevia heavy. I personally love it, and it's high in caffeine, so how can you not love a chocolate tea that's high in caffeine? I don't know, because I love it. It's great. Here's another hot chocolate. Oat milk latte. I've been drinking a lot of oat milk latte, and I go through this one really fast because I do make this as a latte every time. So whether I make it hot or iced, I use 4 scoops of the tea. So I really should. This is another one that I really should have in a 10-ounce tin because I drink through so much of it, but I just have never gotten around to it. I just keep finishing off the 2-ounce tin and refilling it. So I think I went through just a small amount of the tin, and it just made me nervous to get down that low, so I ordered another couple. I ordered another couple of 2-ounce bags and just threw them on in there. But anyway, my tin is full. My small tin is full for now, so I'm not really getting down to the nail biting point yet, but Jessie's tea. I really like this. It's a rooibos base, and this was a back from Blast from the Past blend, they call it. Soothing Lavender Coconut. This tea is awesome. Personally, I love it. I know that this didn't win the Blast from the Past, you know, Bring It Back, but I know Pistachio Macaron did. No, not Pistachio Ice Cream. Sorry, not Pistachio Macaron. And Pistachio Ice Cream was great. I ordered it. I loved it, and I highly recommend it if you've never tried it. But this is another Blast from the Past tea that David's Tea brought back, and it's a really good tea. I would buy this again for sure. It's awesome. Vanilla Cappuccino. This is in my breakfast blend sampler. I love that tea, and vanilla cappuccino is great iced. It's great hot. It's great straight. There is no way that you can drink vanilla cappuccino that's not good. But I do. It's one of those teas where it's a really good idea to let it steep for a long time, because it can be a little weak if you don't use enough of the tea. It's just my personal take on it. Next we have maple syrup oolong. I love this tea. I recently ordered some more of it. It's such a great oolong, and it's got low caffeine, and so it's not bad if you want to have it after 3 p.m. It's not going to keep you up all night. It's got a really nice sweet maple syrup kick to it. You do not need to add any sugar or honey, and you can add a little milk to it, but it's an oolong, so the oolong actually adds a really nice bit of creaminess to itself, to it on its own. This was another bag of maple syrup oolong. I just tore the label off so that I could put it on a tin. Thai banana cake. Oh my gosh, this tea is so good. This is a Dessert by Deb favorite of mine, Thai banana cake. I recently made another purchase of this tea, and it is so good. If you've ever tried Thai banana cake from Dessert by Deb, please let me know what you think, because I am dying to hear other people's opinions on that tea. Watermelon matcha. This was part of the little limited edition matcha collection that David's Tea came out with this past summer. They came out with a peach unsweetened matcha, watermelon, green apple, and banana, and I loved every single one of them, except I did not try the unsweetened peach. I just never really got around to it, but the other ones I tried, they were amazing, and I loved all of them. This one is organic, which makes me very happy, because no pesticides. Thank you. And coconut cream pie chai. I made this into a bubble tea, which was really good, an iced bubble tea, and I loved it. And I also made it into a latte, and it was excellent as both. Coconut cream pie chai. Just peachy. I love this tea. I ordered a tin of it. I went through it really fast, and I had to order a few more bags to restock my tin because the tin ran out really fast. I love Just Peachy. I make it a lot in a to-go iced tea press. I just pop a couple of perfect spoons in there, throw my 200 degree Fahrenheit water in, ice cubes, let it steep for 5 to 6 minutes, and press my tea down. I'm good to go, out the door, and I have a great refreshing peachy drink. I can take my son to the beach or to the park with it, and it's so good. And he can even have a little bit of it because it's unsweetened and it's caffeine free. Banana matcha. Sorry guys, banana matcha. I love the banana matcha, and one of the Instagram videos that David's Tea posted was of a TikToker who makes some really interesting recipes with David's Teas, and mixed up this matcha with some frozen banana puree, like a frozen banana like ice cream kind of thing. He used a Ninja to mix it up, and it looked really good. So I tried it. I made it myself, and it was very good. In fact, every time I've made the banana matcha, I made it that way because it's so good. Organic golden lily. I was sent this as a sample, a free sample from David's, and I made a cup. My first cup, I did not like it. I didn't think I would like it. I made another cup about 3 weeks later. I don't know why, but that cup was completely different. It tasted totally different to me, and I loved it. I finished it, and I am definitely going to make another purchase of this tea. It's very expensive as their teas go, but it's an oolong. It's a wonderful tea, and it has this beautiful light floral flavor. creamy, sweet, and floral. That's definitely what this tea embodies. And it's a nice low caffeine, organic oolong tea from Thailand. That's all there is in this. This is a fabulous organic tea, and I highly recommend it if you like floral oolongs. Caramel chai buttercream. This was a fabulous tea. I drank this as a latte only. I definitely would have tried it as just a plain hot tea, but it was so good as a latte, I had to keep drinking through it as a latte. So if anybody has ever tried caramel chai buttercream from Dessert by Deb, let me know your thoughts. I'm really curious. Mocha chai. I wasn't a huge fan of this, but I figured out a way to steep this and a temperature to steep this that's just right for me, and that is, instead of using the 200-degree Fahrenheit temperature, I use a 205-degree temperature, and I let this steep for 6 minutes, and I get a great, nice, richly flavored tea. I just didn't, when I used the directions on the bag, it was just not strong enough for me as far as chais and black teas go. So when I let it steep at a higher temperature for 1 extra minute, it really gave me the flavor that I wanted. And it's, I have to say, it's not as good as Bird and Blend's mocha chai, but it is pretty darn good. And I have another David's Breakfast Blend here. I actually got a few of these sample packages, and I drank through most of the teas pretty quick because they're only 25 grams in a bag. Wild Raspberry, which is a really great green tea. Chris loves this one, and we drink this a lot in the summer. We have it with lunch. We have it with like whatever, a tuna sandwich or a salad or something, or a sub, you know, if we're eating out. But this is a great iced green tea, and the raspberry flavor is so juicy, so delicious, and it's got a natural sweetness. You can add a little bit of honey to it if you want, or a little bit of agave, or, you know, sugar, whatever you want. But this is a really nice raspberry, really juicy raspberry tea. I love it, and I would absolutely repurchase this one again. And that is it. Another Lay Digestive, and I have another green apple matcha, and I have another mocha chai. So yeah, a couple of mocha chais. So that is my empties, and I didn't get a chance to do my August sips buys because I've only really drank through 2 of the teas, so I can't really give a perfect rating on all of the teas that I got. But I can tell you that I got some teas that are really delicious. I have tried the Strawberry Sensation. This is from Ahmad Tea in London. It is a strawberry black tea, which is really good. And I also got another one from the Irie Cup, and it's called, I think it's like I forget the name of it. I'll find it. It might be a pistachio tea. I'll have to find it, but it's a really interesting flavored tea. So I'll try to give a review on those. And my September Sips by box should be coming pretty soon, so I'll be able to review those teas from the months of September. And without further ado, I just wanted to recommend some fall beauty products. When the weather gets colder, we all know our skin gets drier and kind of gross. So I am recommending this really nice, essentially enriched 48-hour moisturizer from Nivea. It is a really great moisturizer, and even if you have greasy skin, you can still just pat a little bit on your elbows, on your knees. It's a really great moisturizer, and everybody's skin dries up a little bit in the fall because the weather's getting colder. We're covering up from head to toe again. I think I've talked about this foundation before, but it's a really nice one. It is the Forever Skin Glow from Christian Dior. I happen to use shade, I don't know what shade this is actually, 1.5N, which is a neutral. And this is the Fix Plus setting spray from MAC. They have just a plain one, but I love the peony because it smells really beautiful. And it's a very light setting spray. It really does help to keep everything in place. It keeps you from sweating everything off, and it just keeps your makeup lasting, and it gives you a nice dewy finish, a nice glow. And finally, this is a really nice fragrance. I'm definitely going to purchase a large bottle of this, but I got it in a Sephora sample pack. And this is Flower Bomb Nectar by Viktor and Rolf. It's a really beautiful fragrance for the fall, and it's got a beautiful sort of a nice heaviness to it, but with that beautiful kind of honey top note to it. Let me know if you've tried any of those products, if you like any of those products, if you like any of those teas, and I will definitely see you for that next cup of tea. Have a great day, have a great week, have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.